the light. We are the light that's everlasting. We are the love. We are the love that's never ending. We are the light. We are the love. We are. We are the joy. We are the joy. We are the joy that's overflowing. We are the peace. We are the peace. We are the peace of a planet healing. We are the joy. We are the peace. We are. We are the light. We are the light that's everlasting. We are the love. We are the love. We are the love that's never ending. We are the light. We are the love. We are. We are the joy. We are the joy that's overflowing. We are the peace. We are the peace. We are the peace of a planet healing. We are the joy. We are the peace. We are. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are the light, we are the love, we are the joy, we are the peace. We are.
Welcome to Hilltop Spiritual Center. My name is Andrea Matros, and I'm a practitioner. I would like to invite you to come together with me in consciousness and create this prayer and invocation for today's service. And here we go. I am consciousness. Consciousness of the light, consciousness of the truth, consciousness of all that is. I am that. Tatwamasi, I am that I am. I know that this God presence is everywhere in all things. As it is within me, it is within you. We are one. We are one in love, and we are one in truth, and we truly are one in goodness. Know with me that this service is a blessing, for each and every one of us is already blessed. We carry the blessing from moment to moment and breath to breath. There is a divine intervention happening here, and it is alive and well at Hilltop Spiritual Center. It is alive and well in Reverend Dr. Guy, and it is alive and well in all things, far and wide. We are blessed. I am grateful for all that is coming forth here today. I am grateful for all that is unfolding, and I am so deeply grateful again for this moment. Thank you for joining us in service. Thank you for joining us in spirit. And thank you for joining us in heart. I call this forth into being, knowing it is so, and so it is.
Here is your reading for today. This is by Emma Curtis Hopkins. I covenant with the Holy Spirit for my love, and will do nothing to make myself loving or beloved, for all is the Holy Spirit now acting with irresistible goodness through me. And so it is. Journey with me now in a guided meditation. Sit back, relax, uncross your legs, and feel your breath flowing. Here I am, here I am, here and now. Here we are, in the light of our hearts, in the love of our hearts, in the one of the divine heart. We are one. I am with thee as I say these words and call forth the divine one and the divine healing and healer within us. Allow the music to settle your bones. Allow the music to reach deep into your heart. Free any energy that needs to be released and is asking to let go. I am here. I am now. I am one with the divine. Breathe. Relax. Soften your hands and your thumbs. Soften your jaw and your tongue. Rest back in your seat. Rest. And in your mind's eye, in the depths of your being, imagine yourself surrounded by the love of light. Feel it flow from the heart center, a flame within you, ever growing bright, growing brighter as we feel our heart. As I breathe into my heart center, I feel, I imagine, I allow, I say yes to my heart expanding and opening wide until my whole being, imagine that. My whole being is my heart, its glow, its aura surrounding me now. I am present. I am one with the stars and the moon. I am here and now, one with my own being and my own body, with me, with myself, with each other. I offer you now a very sacred and beautiful chant. This chant is a Sanskrit chant. I offer it for your mind to be at ease, to bring your thoughts back to this one thought, this one truth, this one holding. And here it is. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Say it aloud. Say it to yourself. Follow the words and know with me. The truth is, I am this. I am love. I am peace. And so be it. And so it is.
On Thursday, we had been planning on doing a live video cast with Daring Greatly. We had been talking and planning of the interviews that we would do and the theme that we were going to have. And we were pretty excited about how it was going to happen. We had set up the sanctuary and everything was moving in that direction. And then Thursday night, we got the word. Everything is closing down. And so Friday morning we went to Plan B. And Plan B was to create an experience using the technology that we had wherever we were. And so here it is, Saturday afternoon in my backyard with my partner Andrea, and my dog, and my cat, and the fish, and the plants. It's just beautiful. The sky is amazingly azure blue, and the wind is wonderful and cool, and the light seems to be just perfect. And I'm coming to you. It's an amazing, amazing experience. I'm thinking of the woman who came before, who was at the Hilltop Center before I was, Reverend Nancy Bergman. When I was doing an internship for her in 2004, she had this vision that the Hilltop Center would be a church without walls. And today, we're a church without walls. And I want to especially thank a couple people that have been working diligently the last 48 hours to make this experience happen. First and foremost, Michelle Dixon and her husband, Jamie. Michelle has gone from the office manager to the production manager, and she's the one that has been crafting and putting these things together and making this thing look absolutely amazing. To Frank Alves for the music that he's provided, and of course Spirit Hill, whose music that you are hearing today. I want to thank Paul Calabro, who has been shuffling and moving and helping film things and basically teaching me how to work with this stuff. And my partner Andrea, who's been of such great assistance in working with Michelle and getting things up and making sure that the newsletter is out and that it's beautiful and that the links are set and right. And so here we are. So again, I'm reflecting on the chant that Andrea led us in the invocation that comes from the Vedas. And the Vedas are these ancient texts that go back thousands and thousands of years. Loka samasta, sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts and words and actions of my own life contribute to the happiness and the freedom for all. And you know, that's as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. This is one of those universal truths that is self-evident. But you know, it also shows up in other cultures, in other myths, in other stories. The ancient Hebrews say sort of the same thing in their creation myths. And so we read in the book of Genesis these beautiful pieces of poetry on the creation of all things, where God is speaking to his angelic beings and he's saying, let us make humanity in our image to resemble us, so that they may take charge and be of service to the fish of the sea, to the birds of the sky, to the livestock, all the earth, and all the crawling things on earth. And in time, that great first century Palestinian revolutionary, Jesus of Nazareth, spoke of something that he called the commonwealth of God. It was an age in which all creation would awaken to their spiritual magnificence, where there would be justice and mercy, and it would be a world that worked for every living being. And then, of course, my spiritual hero, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, says it so succinctly. He says simply this: we are evolution become intentional. I just love that. We are evolution become intentional. So what is the intention of evolution? It is that gathering and awakening that everything is interconnected to everything else and nothing is separate from anything else, where we are all moving forward together, when we're all in this together and nothing is left behind, that we awaken all creation through love and justice and mercy and transformation and healing. And what Teilhard said, it is this, is that when we learn to love, after we have mastered the great technologies, after we have been able to work in so many endeavors, but when we learn to love, it will be as if we have discovered fire again. I'm revisiting a book right now by an author that I truly love, Robert Sardillo, in his book, Freeing the Soul from Fear. And one of the things that he says is this, is he says, He says, the most central spiritual task of our time is working with fear. That you and I, even now, and especially now, because there are these two pandemics that are circling the earth. There is the viral pandemic that we're all aware of and the precautions that we're taking. We're doing service a whole new way today because of this pandemic. But there's a more powerful, probably more deadly virus that's also circling the earth. And that is fear. And that is where we as metaphysicians have our work. And he goes on to say, he says, this work has to be approached in a certain way, of course. If we try to insulate ourselves from fear, the strengths that we need to remain fully human, the vitality of a body, a deep and rich inner self, and an openness to the spiritual dimensions of life will wither and die. And then he goes on to say this. He says, we will become even further separated from each other, distrustful, concerned about security of every sort, and finally, unable to fully love. Unable to fully love. You know, love is that interesting and powerful thing, is it not? And on Thursday, when I was talking to Dale and we were planning this service, we were having a conversation of love. And I love his definition of it, where he says love is that energetic contribution or energetic cooperation with all things. But I have to tell you that my teacher used to say that the essence of magic is that energetic cooperation with all things. So I guess it's true that there is a magic in love and a love in magic. But Robert Sardillo says love is something too. He says love is an act by which we allow another being or another human or a spiritual being or even God to dwell in us. Love is the courage to allow another to dwell in us. Because when they dwell within us, then it moves beyond time and space. So when we say love is eternal, it is eternal because it's not based on the external things, that it has a life force that is within us and that it is alive. And so in order for us to work with fear, we must embrace the courage to love. What he goes on to say is this, is he says that we should not run from fear or try to eradicate it or even numb ourselves to fear. What he says is this, is that the secret of fear is this, is that if we allow it, it will teach us how to love in entirely new ways. Because what happens when we allow the virus of fear to take root in our lives, as you've heard me say before, first our imagination goes all over the place and then it flatlines. And then we become numb and small and constricted. And when we're caught up in fear, we begin to be so guarded that we begin to lose our ability to make any form of connections. It limits our ability to engage in any way. In a real sense, what we would say from a New Thought perspective is this, is that fear creates separation. And eventually we begin to become so numb that we begin to walk around in this life thinking that that numbness, that deadness, that unimagined life is normal. We become like zombies. We're not really dead, but we're not fully alive. And what I say is this, is if love is the antidote to fear, love takes courage. And you know what I love about the word courage? It's from the French word coeur, which means the heart. And so courage is an act of love. One of the early teachers of New Thought was a woman by the name of Emma Curtis Hopkins. And I admire so much of her stuff in the context of today. And in all her lessons, she seemed to weave, she weaved a lot of things, but there were three elements that I thought were so salient that seemed to repeat themselves. And the first one was this, is that she says that mind will demonstrate as much greatness as it has the courage to deny. So what do we deny? We deny anything where fear takes away our humanity. We deny any fear of separation. Carlo Rovelli, in his book, The 7 Brief Lessons of Physics, says this: "It's a part of our nature to love and to be honest. It is a part of our nature to long to know more and to continue to learn. Our knowledge of the world continues to grow. So we deny anything that limits growth or expansion. We deny the things that say that we must be guarded, that we must live in fear, that we must isolate. We deny that we are separate. We deny that we are alone." And then she says this, she says that mind is as great as it has the courage to affirm. And I think the most important thing that we can affirm today is this: there is good for me in this life. Say that to yourself quietly in your heart. There is good for me in this life. And finally, she says this. She says, mind will demonstrate as much greatness as it has the courage to stand by its intentions. Ah, there's that word again, intentions. It comes from the Latin root of intendare, which literally means to stretch. So our intentions stretch us. We use it today. We define an intention is to direct the mind. So our intentions direct our mind. And so where should we direct our mind? And I'm always fascinated how ancient wisdom becomes so pertinent today. So St. Paul, in his letter to the Philippians, says this: "From now on, brothers and sisters, if anything is excellent, and if anything is admirable, focus your thoughts on these things: all that is true, all that is holy, all that is just, all that is pure, all that is lovely, and all that is worthy of praise. Practice these things." So yes, we are in tumultuous times. There is fear. We're not going to run away from fear. There isn't a magic pill to make it go away. But we're going to experience the courage to love. And how we do that, how we inoculate ourselves from this virus, is to direct our thoughts, our intentions on all those things that are good, on all those things that are beautiful, on all those things that are true, and let our thoughts remain on those things, and we will be filled with courage. And fear will teach us to love each other in an entirely new ways. We are in this together. I love you. I am grateful that you are here today. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for being part of our celebration today. And please stay tuned, because many more exciting things will be rolling out in the next few days. I want to thank everybody that made this thing possible. And I want to thank you for your continual and generous support. These are times that are challenging all of us. And I want you to know that the center itself, having closed and losing our tenants, our loss has been significant. And so we depend on you, and we're grateful for you. We've set up so that you can give in several ways. If you go to our website or the newsletter, you will find ways to connect with either DonorBox or PayPal. Or, if it's easiest for you, simply mail your checks to the Hilltop Spiritual Center. Our address is on the website. Again, as we close this day, we do so knowing that there is a life and a presence that is good, that there is a wisdom that is guiding us, a strength that is supporting us, and a love that fills our hearts with beauty and courage that continues to encourage us. We are all in this together. Thank you. On behalf of the Hilltop Spiritual Center, I send you love.
I see what you're going through. I know 'cause I feel it too. And I wrap myself around you and hold you close to my heart. I see what you're going through. I know 'cause I feel it too. And I wrap myself around you and hold you close to my heart. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the healing that we need. You are a part of me, and I am a part of you. We can't help but feel each other deep in our souls. Yes, you are a part of me, and I am a part of you. We can't help but feel each other deep in our souls. And I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the healing that we need. I breathe in love, I breathe in peace, I breathe in blessings for the changes that we need. I breathe in love, I breathe in peace, I breathe in blessings for the changes that we need. Blessings for the healing that we need. I welcome love, I welcome peace, I welcome blessings for the healing that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the healing that we need. I send you love, I send you peace, I send you blessings for the changes that we